All right, everyone. Hello, good morning. I had to speed run getting back here because this Xbox that I'm playing on nearly sold me. So you know what? I've been playing the games for almost 20 years now, and what more, what's the I'm running out of words. One more way to thank this game back by playing, a very fast category for my favorite group of people. So this is Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, released on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2 in 2005. Again, 20 years ago, like back in March, actually. And, about to say. I've gone through a handful amount of discs. I played the hell out of these games, and you know what? Let's get straight into it. So this is a story mode, 80%. Usually Deluxe is known for its ultimate category where you go through all the stages, but we are going to be doing something that was introduced in Monkey Ball 2, but instead of having to play through 20 stages, since it's all Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe stages, we only have to play through 10 of them, but we can pick and choose which ones we want to go through. So let's go ahead and name this little file, shall we? We'll name this GDQX, All right. So is everyone ready for some Super Monkey Ball? I sure am well as well. All right. 3, 2, 1, ready, go. All right. Had to get that little intro out of the way. All right. So the first thing that I'll be doing is first selecting the first stage, and then we're going to retry to skip a quick spin in, and then we're going to do a little frame boost where we input a directional angle and bounce off these walls and finish the stages like that. So essentially, boosting is again moving from left to right. It's faster as opposed to going straight since this game holds inputs in a square direction. And I'm also going to be stage selecting to skip the animation of the goal. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics with this as well. The first two stages is going to be Monkey Ball 2, Monkey Ball 1, and then a Deluxe stage. Then we're actually going to go ahead and go all the way to stage 6 because we do not want to play 4 and 5. They are very slow. And the nice thing about this category is that we can pick and choose which stages we want to go through. We do want to pick the ones that are as fast and consistent as possible. And yeah. So this shot right here, we do want to input a little left here. Instead of going through the scenic route, we can just hop off these little slopes right here and go just like that. All right, and then one of my favorite strats. This is going to lead into a very important topic where we're going to talk about this game's consistency and that's unfortunate. So let's get this again. There we go. Okay. So this game has zero RNG. It's all human input, to say the least. When we get to World 3, we're going to be doing something called pause strats, where we are going to pause the game, look at the timer, buffer to a specific frame, and then unpause, and input a direction. It's almost like tool assisted. That makes sense.
All right. So the cycles of the level always line up with the timer the same way?
Yes.
That's really nice.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that too, because in the main game, there are some strats where it's actually easier to do it on the second attempt as opposed to the first attempt, given how fast the stage spins. And Monkey Ball 2 starts on a, global cycle, or actually, it just starts on a regular cycle, and then Monkey Ball 1, it's always just, it always starts at the beginning of the cycle. All right, and this is the last stage of World 1, and we go to World 2. So we are skipping these cutscenes. Basically, the plot of the game, Dr. Baboon just stole all the bananas, and I and the rest of his group they're trying to play through the levels just to get them all back. That's pretty much TLDR. Ready? All right. And so this is World 2. I would say the game starts to cook when we get to World 3. So this is still a little bit of Monkey Ball. Actually, no, this is the beginning of Monkey Ball 2's and Monkey Ball 1's advanced stages. There's going to be some Monkey Ball Deluxe exclusives that are still at the beginner side. So, if I didn't explain this already, story mode is a combination of Monkey Ball 1 and 2 with beginner, advanced, and expert. And of course, the story mode exclusives in World 10 for Monkey Ball 2. So one important thing to note is that I'm playing the original Xbox version because the PlayStation 2 Unfortunately, it's very slow. There's a lot of load times, and the game is 30 FPS, and we kind of don't want that for our, fast monkey ball speed game. Okay, we made it. Nice. And feel free to applaud if you see something, like really cool,
That's the problem. It's all incomprehensible to me that someone can play this game this fast.
Yeah. And like literally talk at the same time. It's a skill.
I don't know that I ever fully understood that like you're controlling the map more than you're controlling yourself. And that was like hard for me to get my head around.
Yeah, so that actually, another good point, because you're actually controlling gravity as opposed to the map or the character itself. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. So a lot of the Monkey Ball Deluxe stages are very much maze-like, to say the least. So thankfully, we can pick the ones that allow you to do cool clips just like that. All right, so here's another example of controlling gravity here, because we want to not get party balled or miss this goal here. Nice. There are some stages where we literally just don't have to play them, and that was an example.
Do you have any stages where you don't remember like the casual way you're supposed to do it because you've been doing that for so long?
That's honestly, I have to look at it in order to see it. Maybe there's one or two, but actually there is one when we get to World 8. There's a skip that I've done a lot more than I've done casually. So, and that's World 2. And there's actually one more thing I need to explain before I do need to take a little break to, do a little bit of locking in and let our amazing host Happy, say some beautiful things. But the first thing that you'll notice is that I'm not playing the first stage this time because organic form, it's a cool stage, but it's like 10 seconds. We kind of don't want to play a 10-second stage. So we're now going to come to our first pause strat. Thankfully, it takes one frame, and I'm going to keep going for it, like whether or not I miss it. I'm looking for 86. Nice. Just like that, we are in the goal. All right, so the nice thing about playing on the 360 controller is that I can literally just put 2 fingers on the start and the B buttons and just hover from there. And yes, that's a skill that I practice, and even then I'm still working on it. My main Monkey Ball games are actually Banana Blitz, but as someone who's played the series for, again, 20 years, it's really hard for me to lose the muscle memory. Like, Monkey Ball is like a bicycle to me. I never forget how to play this game. So that's how I put it. And all right, so quick shout out to supermonkeyball.com. Unfortunately, that link does not work. Another fun fact, this is actually the first Monkey Ball game whenever Amusement Vision was absorbed into Sega. And if you have ever played F-Zero GX on the GameCube, that's literally the same company whom helped Nintendo develop the game.
About this time last year, I was sitting at this exact desk hosting F-Zero GX. It's funny you bring that game up.
Oh, yep. Oh, that's unfortunate, but it's fine. That's like minus like 2.5 seconds, but we'll take it. And actually, there is one more strat. It's coming up like next 3 stages. Some of these stages you might remember from Monkey Ball 2 Story Mode, but thankfully we don't have to play the cringe ones, to say the least. We're gonna go all the way to Twist and Spin. Some of these stages have actually had their names changed in place of the Monkey Ball ones. Like this is supposed to be Twister, but they changed it to Twist and Spin. I guess it makes sense because it is twisting and spinning. Woo! Too fast. All right, it's all good. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell whether or not I'm going too fast or ooh, okay, we'll make it. Get in the goal. I want to get out of here. Come on, Gwen. Thank you. All right. So this stage right here, I'm gonna go for a safety frame here because it's actually, no, I'll give it a shot. There we go. One of my favorite strats from Monkey Ball 1, and it's harder than it looks. All right. And so we have one more falling strat in World 3. I should make this. Nope, okay. So, again, lots of falling strats here. Don't want to shoot that. Okay, that's unfortunate. Usually my mistakes actually come from overshooting it, hitting the party ball. There we go. And just like that, we are out of World 3. And I can take a little bit of a pause to actually play through a little bit of World 4 because I call this one the skill check world. So Happy, take it away.
Gladly. We've got so much love coming in, both for you and for World Central Kitchen. So much, in fact, that we are already over halfway to that milestone to unlock the Skyrim Glitch exhibition. We are 541 out of the $1,000 we need. Chat, I really sincerely believe we are going to meet that before Skyrim even starts, but it's going to take every one of you. So let's get those donations in, support World Central Kitchen, support our incredible runners, and let's see just how broken Skyrim can be. Some of that love for you coming from Courtney Rail, $50, that says, P's bringing another game to its knees and making this look easy. Great way to start GDQX. Good luck, P's, but I doubt you'll need it. And, oh yeah, trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Now, believe it or not, I needed some luck because, this Xbox that I'm playing on, I've had it for many years, and my disc tray would not open until I literally ran back to the hotel, got the other Xbox. That one didn't work either. And then I came back, and I got my disc tray open to put the game in, so... Video games, man.
There's no RNG in SMB Deluxe, but there's RNG in Xbox 360.
Exactly. And I just first tried that. Very good. All right, so that was another strat that was really difficult than it looks. Normally it's one of those stages where I have a game face on, but I've done this a handful amount of times. I'm chilling. All right, so we're coming up to a very difficult strat here. I believe it's like so hard that if you like fail it once, your disc will like explode or something like that. But all you gotta do, you just gotta hold straight, but I'm gonna do a little bit of an angle here, and there you go, just like that, easy. Now, spoilers, there are a lot of hold-up strats, but it's probably like the hardest thing in the world, you know? But anyway, this is the last Deluxe exclusive stage, and then the rest is just gonna be Monkey Ball 1 and Monkey Ball 2 stages. Nice. Now, this is actually, I believe, the first time we're gonna take a warp goal here, but we're not actually gonna warp stages, to say the least. We are going to, keep going as usual. What I mean by warp goal is you skip like 1 or 2 stages depending on the type of goal that you enter. And of course, the mechanics of that were slightly different in Monkey Ball 1. You can like warp like, I don't know, 3 stages, 5 stages. But yeah. So this one is another example of controlling gravity. Let's see if we can get a good fast time here. All right, that's good. 56 or 57 is always a good benchmark to go for here. So that was actually a really good World 4 regardless. All right. So we are almost halfway done with the run here. And World 5, this is where we are going to actually play the 3rd level, because the first 2 are, well, stage 1, it's short, but there's a difficult pause strat, and that's only for like veteran Monkey Ball 2 speedrunners, and this is like the only Monkey Ball 2-esque one that I've learned like over the course of the years, so. Okay, well, sure, we'll just do that, I guess.
That recovery was incredible.
Oh, okay. Begrudgingly finished, but you know what? We'll take it. So, fun fact, there are only 2 30-second timers in Super Monkey Ball 2, Melting Pot and, I believe, Teapot in the extras. And I believe, I always mess up that menuing, because this one, you press down to go to this stage, and then after this one, you go down left to play Antlion. So, an important thing is remembering your route. And this game will teach you the definition of muscle memory. Again, it's like a bicycle.
If the bicycle was one sphere and you were inside of it and you couldn't control it or yourself, but you could control gravity. In that way, it's just like a bicycle.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so you don't have to play through the entirety of that stage. I forgot to mention back in World 2 on Eaton Floor, we named, the strat that I was trying to do was called Complex Floor. This is now Taco Toggle. Shoutouts to Taco, one of the best Super Monkey Ball speedrunners from Japan. And now we're basically done with World 5 here, so honestly, literally this is the beginning like of the whole event. This is like, I'm really excited to see, what follows. So happy you have the floor for that one for a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, what is following this immediately is Skyrim, which I'm sure will be followed by a Skyrim Glitch exhibition, because we've already got to 626 out of that $1,000. And chat, because that's a milestone and every donation goes toward it, you can also apply your donation to one of our bid wars. Those are heating up a little bit too. We've got $125 for Biker Yoshi in the lead now, but Soft Server's up to 80 and Monty Mole is up to 50. And can someone donate to explain to me, is that Yoshi in a Monty Mole costume? Or will we be switching to play as Monty Mole? Because that feels like a valuable distinction to me. We have some love from some of your friends coming in as well. We got $10 from Peak. It says, I had to show some love for one of my favorite game series and one of my favorite speedrunners of all time up on the GDQX stage. Watching you go fast with all sorts of Sega characters is one of my favorite pastimes, and I'm so glad I get to spend my Friday watching you cook up this speedrun in support of World Central Kitchen. Good luck, Peas, and don't forget that Yar the Gart.
Thank you for reading that in that actual voice, Happy, because that's literally our lingo. Thank you, Peas.
They spelled it out for me. They were very helpful.
Yeah. My Pokemon Unite Go. Thank you, Peak. All right. So, World 6, it's very short. This is, again, like the shortest world like in the whole run. Because it's featuring a lot of Monkey Ball 1 stages, in particular, the advanced beginning of Monkey Ball 1's experts. So, as you can see, there's like barely any starting platforms. You're just going from literally the beginning of the platform like into the goal. And some of these are played in a different order, as you would in a regular Monkey Ball gameplay here, of course. So, this cycle is actually easier in this game versus SME1. Fun fact. We have 2 more Monkey Ball 2 stages in this world here. This is actually an example of, I don't remember how to play this stage casually. Oh, I mean, I do, but it's like, I don't do, oh, can I make it? Yeah, okay, cool. I had to make sure I made that. All right. Now, this one, you kind of don't want to play casually. You want to full send this. Oh, okay, fair enough. There we go. Yeah. It's supposed to take like, the whole time limit to complete the stage, but as you can see there, it's very easy to make one little misinput. But we are literally out of there. We have 2 more stages in World 6, and we go to World 7. Might I remind you all that we're halfway done with this run. Like, it's gonna go by very quickly. So make sure to get your donations in. Nice.
Speaking of donations, we got $15 from some nerd named Osmorn. It says, Peas my goat. I'm so happy to see you yet again on the stage, and I'm hyped for some more Monkey Ball action. Don't forget to stay awesome and keep doing amazing like you always do. Your friend Oz.
Oz, you're awesome. My goat. All right. Ooh, okay. So World 7, this is where it becomes a little bit difficult here. There is actually a stage. It's basically Expert 7 in Monkey Ball 1, but thankfully, we don't have to play it in this run. I have done it before in a marathon, but for the sake of time and for the sake of, me like wanting to get through this game as quickly as possible, and for the rest of the marathon to go, we'll save Exam C for later. But if you want to see that, I recommend you follow me on twitch.tv/PSSMB, and that's not the frame that I want. I want 55. 53 is possible, but the actual frame is cooler in my opinion. There we go. There we go. So that stage, very annoying to play casually because it's a lot of waiting. So you're better off just going for the pause shot if you know how to do it. And I should go for safety frames here. I need I need a 25 there, or 23. That's 25, and I need 50. There we go. So you can do that strat pauseless, but I don't trust myself nor the game's collision to give me that consistently. And speaking of consistent, we have to hit the switch. So I'm hoping that the game is nice to me. I can get this. Nice. Uh-oh, okay. Weird adjustment there, but at least we hit the switch. Okay. All right, this is how we're gonna make sure that we just get the switch and just keep playing the game. There we go. Just hold up and just play the game. Okay. I'm gonna front goal entry this one. It is possible to enter from behind, but I'm not a big fan of Domino personally. All right. So, cool strat coming up here. Just gonna fall straight into the goal. I can get this. There we go. And then go down to destruction here. So one thing you must know about Monkey Ball 1 stages is that they like to reuse stage ideas. Like one concept, you know, pretty cool. How about we just do it again, but much more difficult. All right, so this is one of the hardest stages to do on an Xbox controller. It requires really good precision and movement here. Nice. So it's much easier to do that on a GameCube controller, obviously, but we're not using that right now. So again, as someone who's played the series for a long time, it's easier for me to adjust, you know, between the controllers that I play and, of course, you know, the engine that follows. So this tries really hard. Okay, you know, whatever. And then this one is like much more difficult. I feel like it's one of the more difficult strats of the whole game. So difficult that I'm just gonna need to take a drink real quick.
Finally, an SMB level that I can do.
The hardest stage of the whole game? Anyway, that's World 7 done. All right. 3 more worlds. See, every time the thing loads, I'm just like, please don't disagree, error. Please. All right, so World 8 is possibly the most difficult world on the whole run. Not because of the strats that I go for, and also the stages that I have to play. I'll take it. Nope, get in the goal. Thank you. All right, we're gonna skip this one. And this one, I've had pretty cool childhood memories here. Shout out to my mom, who's watched me play this game since I was very little. So she's watching. So in some of these stages that I play, she definitely remembers me struggling a bit as a kid, and, you know, just watching me grow and just get better at it throughout. So now this is the hardest stage in the run, in my opinion. Like, genuinely the hardest one. Nice, first try. Oh, Jesus. All right. Now, we have that one. This one, I think it's pretty cool. All we got to do is line up on this side here. Can I save this? Yes, I can. Pretty much goes in. Oop, we don't want to do that. So if we exit game there, we have to go all the way back to the menu because we can't perform a glitch where we can just retry the stage from the save screen. We have to literally play through the whole thing again. So that's, went too fast there. We literally just have to play through the whole thing again, and that's not cool. So, nice. I gotta remember to menu down twice.
Got time for a couple quick ones?
After this one. So this stage right here, that is not the frame that I want. I need 50. There we go. Nice. All right, go for it.
That's incredible. We have so much love coming in from your friends. $10 from Joanna that says, peas. I told y'all, all caps, several exclamation points. I'm so happy to see you running such an incredible game at GDQX at TwitchCon. W human, W game for a W cause. From your friend Joanna, who is watching IRL behind you.
Oh, let's go, Joanna.
We've also got $50 for you from Blue Sapphire that says, love watching you play SMB for 20 years. Your work ethic is unmatched. Enjoy.
That's my mother, by the way, everyone.
Aww. Yo, your mom has a really cool handle.
Yeah.
That's a sick gamer tag for your mom.
She always wants to play video games as well, just to basically get onto my level, because I don't think that's a gene that I inherited from any of my parents. It's just something that I developed on my own. So, you know. Okay, we'll take it. So that instant pause there is just for a safety frame there, and just like that, we're out of World 8. You might have noticed my little missed menu error, because I forgot to play Fall Down. I forget which stage that I literally played after. I think I menued down by accident, but you know what? We'll take it. At least I knew which ones I missed, so it's all good. All right, 2 more worlds, starting with World 9. We are going to take a warp goal here. Get in the goal. Thank you. Now, this world right here is the big reason why you should actually run this on the original Xbox. Actually, you'll see why. All I'm gonna say is backwards compatibility moment. So there's a little bit of lag there, which usually does not happen. The lag there is kind of random. There's no RNG to that one. For some reason, when they were developing the backwards compatibility, they were like, let's just Control-C, Control-V. Let's just not, you know, do that. Yeah, shout out to the 360 lag. So cool. So it loses like close to 6 seconds. Because the two stages that I'm going to play are really quick, but again, we're on the 360, so there's going to be some lag. So this is cool, like, so awesome. I do have an original Xbox, but unfortunately, it's one of those models where you have the clock capacitor thing, and it still works, but I haven't gotten around to taking it out yet. So I have been spending a lot of time on my 360 for that matter.
I don't want to disagree with you too much, but Jonathan Windows did not invent Control-C and Control-V so that I could optimize my code. I understand the Xbox 360 devs and forgive them.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so this stage is actually an example of ones that I kind of remember how to play casually, so we just do the speedrunning strat and just like that. Just hold up and then let go of the stick and you should go right in. There's another variant of angling straight into the goal, but I find it much easier to do it the way that I pretty much did it, so. All right, 2 more levels until we get to the final world of the run. Happy, that's a perfect time to get some last minute announcements out.
Sounds good. We are making amazing progress toward that milestone. Already over 80% of the way. We've got $826 out of the 1,000 that we need to meet that. I think we're still right on track to get that before Skyrim starts for sure. Maybe even before we call time on this last world. Chat, can we speedrun against Peas for the last world? Ooh. I mean, Peas is pretty good.
Well, you got like close to 2 minutes, so.
All right, we got a 2-minute world for Peas, 2 minutes to get that last $173. Thank goodness for the button that tells me how much is remaining on the dashboard, because I cannot do math.
All right, so some of these you'll be seeing are the exclusive story mode stages from Monkey Ball 2. Some are good and some are difficult. We are playing the easier ones, but then the rest are going to be the remaining stages from Monkey Ball Expert, Monkey Ball 1. Oh, okay, somehow missed the goal there, but honestly, this is one of the nerve-wracking stages, especially if you're on a really good run. So now this is one of the more difficult pause strats to go for here. I'm looking for 2 frames, looking for 86. That is not 86. That is still not 86. Come on, give me 86. Yeah.
The game continues to 86, you're 86.
Most likely. There we go. There we go.
So it is so precise that 85 would not have gotten you in there.
Pretty much. It's possible to work with the 85, but I find it much more inconsistent for me to do with 85. Can I go in? No, I did not. Okay. There is an easier way to do it, but I like just flying straight into the goal. Right here. There we go. All right, and we have one more Monkey Ball 2 stage, and then the rest is just, and actually one more pause strat as well. Thankfully, it's 1 frame, but a really cool adjustment here. Looking for 65. There we go. Nice. All right, so the rest is basically Monkey Ball 1 stages, and we have Stairs and Ball Game. Shout out to Banana Blitz, my main Monkey Ball game, actually. Do I go in? Nice.
And so these are literally stages that you've been playing for 20 years.
Correct.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we have, I believe, 3 more stages. So how's that looking? Are we almost there?
We are at 851. So we've just crossed 150 left. We got a little less than 150 left.
We have 2 more stages as well. Time's going to be called whenever I cross the goal and checker. All right. Pretty difficult ending to finish off. And time. And that, my friends, is Super Monkey Ball Deluxe on the original Xbox. It feels surreal to actually play one of my favorite Monkey Ball games of all time on the stage in front of this amazing crowd here. And I hope to continue to keep doing the very thing that I love doing, which is basically putting on a performance of things that I absolutely enjoy. So that leads into my shout outs here. So first, shout outs to the Monkey Ball speedrunning community, the Banana era the Banana Era server and the fan game community. There is a version of this game that's actually playable on the GameCube, or I guess the Wii, called Super Monkey Ball Deluxe and Super Monkey Ball 2. So if you still have a copy of your Monkey Ball 2 disc, I implore you to look into getting that fan game onto your Wii. Additionally, shout-outs to my community as well. Actually, I forgot. Black in the Flash. Shout-outs to the Black speedrunning community. We are still making some amazing magic, and we're still making noise, and we're still recruiting some Black speedrunners out there. So for those who are in the crowd, or like watching behind the screen, or in the future, and you're interested in joining us, it's literally it's literally on the front page of GamesTonQuick.com. Just click on Black in the Flash. I think there's a Discord server that you can join, and you can say hi to a lot of Black folk, a lot of Black speedrunners. So. I'm not the only Black in the Flash member who's going to be showing off their excellence here, so yeah, be on the lookout for others. Let's see, and lastly, again, shout-outs to my friends, my mother and my cousin, who actually gifted me his original Xbox, but had to leave that at home. And I actually have two 360s on the stage right here. One of them is my mother's, and the other is I'm actually playing on mine since it finally works. So finally, we were able to get through with that. And you can find me on twitch.tv/peacesmb. That's also my Twitter and my Blue Sky, literally all my socials. I go live very often, play a lot of Sega games, a lot of Mario Karts, a lot of you may know me for, and of course, Monkey Ball as well. And I'm out. Peace out. Thanks for having me.